We've got another warning from the Pacific tracking station. The second meteor shower is due to hit within the next 4 minutes. Plot 6 on the map.
How close will it be?
Let's see, within a mile or two. Take her up to 90 feet.
10-degree up bubble, level off at 90 feet.
Activate sail camera. I want continual sky search until further notice. Pipe it through the nose monitor.
Aye, sir.
"20 seconds. There they are, right on time.
7 of them. No, 8 of them.
Kowalski, do you have these meteors on your screen?
Yes, sir. Locked on and tracking. Impact in 1 minute. 2½ miles due west of us.
They're changing course.
Dive! All dive! The meteors have changed course. We'll impact on Seaview in 15 seconds.
Close crash doors. Blow starboard tanks. Trim ship.
Blowing starboard tanks and trimming.
Damage control report.
We show several penetrations by small objects. Automatic hull repair now sealing all punctures. No apparent internal damage.
Very well.
Admiral, here's one of those thingamajigs that hit us. I thought it might be a shell, but there's no markings on it.
You haven't handled it, Chief.
Oh, no, not me, sir.
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, starring Richard Basehart, David Hedison, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Chief, come on, give me a hand. That's it.
Break, take over.
Is he badly hurt?
Possible concussion.
Go on, Mark. I'll get him to sick bay.
We don't know what other effects that smoke might have.
This is the captain. I want all hands to be on the lookout for any objects that look like 75mm shells. Report your findings to the control room immediately.
Look at this.
The opening's gone.
Better get this to the lab and examine it.
Take the con chip.
Nice.
Control room.
Go ahead.
Repair team Baker. Broken steam pipe and engine room. Starting repairs now.
How long will it take?
15 minutes should do it.
Report when you're through.
Aye, sir.
Control room. This is the captain.
Control room, aye.
We're in the lab now. We're going to try to open the cylinder. We've locked the lab doors for safety. Now, the mic will be left open so you can hear what's happening just in case.
Very well.
The diamond drill doesn't need to scratch it. Before we go any further, I think we'd better report what we found. Get me General Haynes, National Space Administration, as soon as possible.
Control room! Control room!
Repair team Baker, come in. Engine room, come in. Damage control. Check the engine room on the double.
It's impervious to acids, too.
Oh, what about heat? A cutting torch or the electric furnace?
Well, it just survived a plunge through the Earth's atmosphere at speeds that would burn our best metals to cinders.
If we can't open it, let's have a look inside. I'll get the X-ray machine.
Oh.
You all right? Okay.
What happened?
That's what I'd like to know.
This is Chief Shockey to control room.
Go ahead.
Something came out of these cylinders in the engine room, sir.
Was it gas?
No, it was some kind of an electrical arc or something.
Let's have a look at that plate.
Nothing. The rays didn't penetrate.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to try something else.
What was that?
It was an electrical discharge of some kind. I could hit that switch over there.
No damage. And it hit like a thunderbolt.
Lee, give me that magnifying glass. Look at this. Huh? Instrumentation. It's a miniature spaceship. What about that call to General Haynes?
I'll alert Sparks.
Yeah, that's right, General. Apparently, we're being invaded by some kind of electrical energy from outer space. They arrived in miniature spaceships.
Are you sure, Nelson?
We tracked and recorded them here as meteorites.
Not true, General. They're complete with instrumentation. Two groups of them hit the ocean not a mile from each other.
Could be an exploratory probe, a space travel expedition.
I still think it's an invasion.
Why do you say that?
Because they landed within 100 miles of Sato number 6.
Sato 6? Are you sure?
Look, we're in the area.
But Sato 6 has been decommissioned for more than a year.
But it's still our largest reserve underwater atomic base. And you know very well it can be reactivated within 12 hours.
Could be coincidence.
I still think we should investigate.
I agree. We'll send out the red alerts from here. And you'd better get that miniature spaceship to us as soon as possible.
It'll be on its way within 10 minutes. Control room.
Yes, Admiral.
General Haynes wants the miniature spaceship. Use the flying sub to get it to him. And set your course for Sato number 6. Flank speed.
Aye, sir.
And, I'll be in my cabin.
Prepare the flying sub for immediate launch.
All right, sir.
Course 187. Full speed.
Aye, sir.
What the... Sam Garrity.
Oh, Harry.
No, this is impossible. It's good to see you, Sam.
Same here, Harry.
What are you doing here? And how did you get aboard Seaview in the middle of the ocean?
Well, I didn't. See, I wanted to be with you on this mission. There wasn't time to go through channels, so I stowed away before you sailed.
Now, wait a minute, Sam. You're leaving out an awfully big chunk of time.
Why do you say that?
Your plane was shot down in flames. You've been reported missing in action and presumed dead for 27 years.
Obviously an erroneous presumption. No, the department's been keeping me under wraps. I've been doing undercover work.
Yeah. Well, that must have been interesting. And, how'd Peggy feel about that?
Oh, she doesn't mind. She understands.
Yeah, she's an understanding wife.
Oh, indeed she is.
I think I'm beginning to understand something, too.
What's that, Harry?
That you're not Sam Garrity. He's dead.
That's nonsense. You see me.
I see you. I also see a World War II uniform. I see a man of 40 who should be in his 70s. I see a man who claims a wife named Peggy. But Sam Garrity never married.
What else do you see, Harry?
I believe I see someone who came here in one of those miniature spaceships and assumed Garrity's appearance. Naval History, World War II. Let's see now. That picture of Sam was taken the day he got his second star. That's almost 10 years before he died. You didn't know that, did you? That's why you made the mistake of assuming the image of this photograph.
What if I insist that I am Sam Garrity?
Well, then you'll understand that I have to put you under arrest until we can be sure.
Subs launched and airborne. General Haynes will have the miniature spaceships in a matter of minutes.
Good. Skipper!
computer's flipped. I don't know. Just started all by itself. Turn it off. I can't, sir. I'm trying. It won't stop. Listen to this. 2 + 2, weather report. 3 times 1, another weather report. Course and speed, distance to the moon.
Admiral. Admiral, come in, please. Chip, you better see what's wrong.
You hurt, sir? That seemed to be all right. Just stunned, I guess. What's going on?
I don't know, sir. All sorts of weird things.
Lee, what's happening? Come in.
I don't know. The controls are acting up. We're off course.
Be right there.
Captain, rock formation's dead ahead.
Activate nose camera.
Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder. Chief!
Skipper, the controls are locked. She just won't budge, sir.
Rocks ahead. Collision course.
Engine room, cut all power.
Cut all power. Dead stop. Aye, sir.
Lee.
Close crash doors. Stand by for collision. Damage control report.
Minor damage to the hull in section C-53. Repair crews at work.
All right, carry on. Frozen controls. What's the answer?
The electrical beams on the miniature spaceship.
With the power off, will we remain inactive?
Possibly.
Skipper, we're at a depth of 3,060 feet.
That's crash depth. I've got to resume power.
We'll try it. See what happens.
Resume all power. All lines.
Activating normal power to all lines.
What about the controls, Chief?
They're working now, sir.
Open crash doors.
Aye, sir.
Blow all ballast tanks. Resume cruise depth. Resume course and speed.
Aye, sir.
These electrical entities. Now, what do you think they want from us?
Sado 6.
It makes sense. If they could control all that atomic power, they could control the world.
I wonder if they're still with us, or whether cutting the power finished them off.
Well, either way, as soon as the flying sub returns, I'm going to take a combat party and go out to the installation. If they're already there, I'll try to activate the self-destruct and destroy the reactor.
And if they are there, it could just work the other way around, too.
In that case, use nuclear torpedoes and blast Sado 6. Nelson to Seaview. Come in, Seaview.
Seaview, go ahead, Admiral.
Test signal to launch nuclear torpedoes.
Read you loud and clear. Firing signals operational.
Very well, over and out.
Admiral, sir, question.
Yeah?
When you push the destruct signal, Captain Crane will fire 2 torpedoes with nuclear warheads at Sado number 6, right?
That's right.
But you won't push it unless those spooks have got us in a bind and we can't get out of it.
No, try it again.
Now, if we get into a bind and we can't get loose, and you do push the destruct signal, and Captain Crane does fire the torpedoes, what I'd like to know, sir, is how do we get out?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
No?
No. We don't get out.
That's what I was afraid of.
We must be close.
We're right on it, sir. The beam of us to starboard.
All right, we're going in. Check this. What do we do if the creatures are here?
We destroy the atomic reactor. One of us, or all of us, whoever can get to it.
How do you destroy the reactor without blowing up the whole installation?
Pull a single lever.
Pull a red lever on the start board full down.
All right, let's go. Nelson to Seaview.
Seaview, go ahead, Admiral.
They're here. Heat, light, and ventilation have been turned on. If you don't hear from me in 10 minutes, blow up the installation. Lee, do you hear me?
I hear you, Admiral. Look, call in, okay?
Yeah. Over and out. These 3 corridors lead to the master control room. We use them all in case one of them is blocked. Peters, you take the first one. Chief, you and Kelly the second. I'll use this one.
Stand back.
Down here.
hold your fire. I mean you no harm.
Sam Garrity again.
Yes, I rather like the appearance.
Who are you, really? And what do you want?
Fair questions. We're from a far edge of the galaxy. Wayfarers. Stopping here only briefly to replenish ourselves.
Replenish yourself with what?
Energy. Your installation here can supply us with all we need. Once we have it, we'll continue on our way.
But you need me to start up the installation.
Yes. In looking through your mind, I find that you're one of 6 men in your world who knows the correct combination. I also know that any incorrect setting will destroy the generator. But the correct setting is well hidden in your mind. I couldn't read it. Now, I have everything else, but I need the key setting. Will you start the installation for us?
No. There's enough power here to destroy the human race if it were turned against us.
But we're friendly.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear that. Now, perhaps after we've known each other better and you've really demonstrated your friendship, we'll be able to give you all the energy you need.
But that would take time, and we must leave soon.
And I'm sorry, I can't act on my own initiative.
You people are not friendly. You would destroy the generator first and talk later. Now, I command you to start the power.
I refuse.
Well, you will start it. Willingly or not, you will start it. You have no choice.
The destruct signal. Could be an accident. He'll countermand it in a moment.
We still have a direct order. Destroy Sailor 6 with nuclear torpedoes.
And kill the Admiral?
Missile room.
Missile room, aye.
Load nuclear warhead torpedoes.
Aye, aye, sir.
Come to depth 150, course 265. Full ahead.
Aye, sir.
Lower weight torpedoes.
Lowering torpedoes. I don't get it, Ski.
That's to get. We got our orders, we follow them out.
Yeah. But nuclear torpedoes. What's the target?
You got that figured out as well as I have.
It's got to be Sato 6.
Sure.
But you know the scoop on that. The Admiral's in there.
So are Sharky, Kelly, and Peters.
So how can the skipper blow the daylights out of that place when they're all over there?
Like I said before, Pat, you don't ask questions aboard this man's ship. We do as we're told. All right, stand clear to load torpedoes.
What's up, Ski?
The switches. They're shorted.
You don't suppose those electrical things have anything to do with it, do you?
Does that answer your question? There's no way on earth that panel could throw a short like that unless something was haywire.
Missile room. What progress are you making with those torpedoes?
This is the missile room, Captain. We're having trouble with the loading mechanism.
Now, what kind of trouble?
The circuitry, sir. The panels are alive with electricity.
Can you short-circuit the panel and load the torpedoes manually?
We'll try, sir.
All right, do it. On the double.
Yes, sir. Say, Pat, hand me a pair of gloves and welding mask, will you? I'm going to reach in and cut the main circuitry cable.
You better be right the first time, Ski. If you give those things a second chance, they'll blow us right out of the sub.
Don't worry about a thing.
Looks like you did it, Ski.
All right, let's ram those torpedoes home. Torpedoes loaded, sir. Ready for manual firing.
Fire one.
Fire one, sir.
Fire two.
Fire two, sir.
Torpedoes. Intercept.
Those torpedoes went off prematurely. They never reached Site 06.
Control room from engineering. We've lost all control. No guidance control.
Try the manual control. Cut all power, all lines.
Cut power, all lines. Aye, sir.
Repeat. Cut all power, all lines.
The switches are open, sir, and the power won't cut.
You know where our present course will take us.
Straight to Site 06.
A simple heat field, Admiral. It won't harm you. Unless you touch it. I'll release you when you decide to be more cooperative. Now, once again, will you start this installation for us?
No.
Well, I believe that I can bypass you, Admiral, by substituting the sea view.
You'll never get Seaview here to supply the starting power.
You're wrong, Admiral. The sea view is already here. Just arrived. Resurfaced.
inside the sailor airlock.
Can't be.
No, look for yourself.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I never enjoyed being a sitting duck. Combat team number 3. Lay forward to the control room on the double.
Aye, sir.
Lee. We want these plans.
Thanks.
For a race that dies easily, you people have little regard for life.
We have great regard for life. But I don't think they're going to die.
And they may have to.
We'll go straight down this corridor to the control room. If the Admiral's still alive, we'll find him there.
Drop your weapons. You're my prisoners. Take their weapons.
Stay where you are.
You're wasting your time and mine. Drop your guns. You're doing yourselves no good.
We're gonna find the Admiral. One way or another.
One way or another.
Chief, you all right?
Yes, sir. I just sweat like this all the time.
I'm going to try to break out of this heat shield.
Wait a minute. Why don't you let me try it first, and then we'll see what happens.
You stay put. You're the reserve. Now, don't commit yourself until there's absolutely nothing left. Now, that, Chief, is an order.
Aye, sir. What happened?
I'm not sure I know.
Well, Admiral, still on your feet. You're a very determined fellow.
As you seem to be.
Yes. I'll show you why. This is a homing device. There are others of us on the way here, a great many others. This device will guide them safely to this source of energy.
But you still don't have the energy.
But we will. Let me show you something else. These are our ships. They're heading straight for Earth. Now, if you activate Sato, they'll come as friends and then continue on their journey. But if you do not, they'll come as destroyers. Either way, they'll be here within the hour. Well, do they come as friends or enemies? I'll give you 30 seconds to make up your mind.
You win. But I'll need some special equipment that's aboard Sea. I'll go get it.
Just a moment, Admiral. Don't underestimate me. Captain Crane will bring the equipment you need.
Lee, we're going to activate Sato.
Admiral, you can't.
Let's get on with it, Admiral.
I'll need a suit and gloves to protect me against the high voltage built into the controls. You'll find them in the reactor room in Locker B.
I don't think we should.
Will you do it?
Yes, sir.
Why Locker B? He knows there are no suits or gloves in there.
The Admiral was trying to tell me something.
Why radiation guns?
Chip. In the lab, we hit the capsule with X-ray and it opened. Don't you see? Their one weakness is radiation.
General Haynes said the capsule we sent back for analysis reacted to radiation.
That's right. That's right. The only way we can destroy these things is through radiation.
What are you going to do with that?
Fill it to full capacity with radiation. Get another one.
These are still experimental. They've never been used with a full charge before.
Right now, we don't have any other choice.
We've only used this reactor to recharge portable atomic engines. We've never used it to load weapons before.
There's always the first time. All right, get ready.
All set.
Go.
That's enough, Lee.
No. I want them as fully charged as they can get. Okay, cut it off. Let's get another gun.
When we fire these at those electrical things, what do you think will happen?
If we're still alive after we fire, I'll let you know.
Well, there they go, Lee. With their homing device destroyed, they're heading for some other destination.
How did you guess they couldn't stand the exposure to the radiation?
Well, the watch told me. When the crystal broke during the fight, the creature was exposed to its radium dial, and, well, that was enough to destroy him.
Talk about the nick of time.
Over there. Now, that's where it came from. And it was a moaning sound like, well, like somebody was dying or something.
And it came from there, huh?
That's right. Okay, so you think I flip. But I know what I heard.
Look, kid, these ventilating ducts run from one end of the ship to the other, right? Well, sometimes the pressure in one compartment will be higher than the pressure in another compartment.
Chief, don't you think I know all that?
No, wait. Now, when this happens, air rushes through the ducts and makes this kind of moaning sound. And that's what you heard, Kowalski. Air in the ducts.
I don't know. Well, it didn't sound like that.
Well, you got a little excited, that's all. Let's go. Your watch is coming up.
Okay, but I know what I heard.
Yes.
Ski, wait for me.
I tell you, Skipper, it was some kind of a laugh, a weird cackling laugh.
Did you hear it too, Kowalski?
No, sir, not then. I was already out in the corridor. But before that, I heard this moaning sound.
That's when he called me, sir. It seemed to come from the ventilator grid.
Kowalski, you're doing the sonar watch.
Aye, sir.
Go ahead, Kowalski. That's all right.
I suppose there's a good, logical explanation for what we heard.
Of course there is. Now, listen, Chief. If you hear anything more unusual, report to me personally, all right?
Aye, sir.
More of those reports?
Hey, Chip, how long have we been running submerged this cruise?
This is our 4th day submerged, our 24th day at sea. Why, sir?
I wonder if the crew isn't getting edgy. Maybe they need shore leave.
They always need shore leave. They'll be okay.
Mr. Morton.
What are you getting?
Surface ship. 017 degrees relative range, 2500 yards.
Very well. Keep it on the screen.
Right, sir.
No problem?
I don't think so. A surface ship almost dead ahead.
That's funny. We haven't been tracking any surface vessels in this area.
We've got one now.
Sparks, there's a ship on the surface. It's within 2,500 yards of us. Raise them and request an identification.
Aye, aye, sir.
A lone vessel, 150 miles from the nearest shipping lane. What do you make of it, Lee?
I don't know.
Skipper, that ship does not respond to our signal.
Try it again. And keep trying until you get a response.
Aye, sir.
Bring us up to periscope deck.
Aye, sir. 10 degree up bubble.
Periscope depth, sir.
Take a look.
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Starring Richard Basehart, David Hedison, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
No wonder Sparks can't contact him. That ship looks a couple of centuries old.
I still want to know who they are and where they came from.
We could signal them with semaphores.
We'll have to. Take her up.
Aye, sir. Prepare to service.
Thanks. I don't know how that square rigger will react to us. You just stand by to take us down in a hurry if we have to duck.
We'll be ready.
All right. Take us down fast. Dive! Dive!
We're riding at 100 feet.
Bring it to a full stop.
All stop.
How's our trim?
We're riding at 100 feet, dead stop. Trim satisfactory.
Very well. Damage control. What's our condition?
Damage control, sir. Full watertight integrity in all compartments.
Those must have been old-fashioned cannonballs they were throwing at us.
I'll ready the 2 forward torpedo tubes.
Oh, what for?
We'll blast that Hulk out of the water.
Oh, we're not going to fire on her.
She fired on us.
I know, Chip, but I still want to know more about her.
Control room.
Yes, Admiral.
What's going on down there? What did we hit?
Nothing, Admiral. Something hit us. We've been attacked by a 200-year-old square rigger.
A 200-year-old. I'll be right down.
What are you reading now?
The ship hasn't moved, Skipper. She's still up there on the surface.
Lee. Lee. What is this? What's going on? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, Chip. Chip! All hands, this is Nelson. Report your condition. Report! This isn't happening. It can't be. Must be dreaming. That must be it. I'm not here at all. I'm asleep in my bunk, dreaming. It's the only possible explanation. Who is it? Where are you? suppose you can hear me either, huh? I didn't think you could.
What is all this?
Where are you? Speak up.
I know you're in there.
All right. I've had enough. Who is it?
It's a comical picture you make. Standing there, your mouth open.
Where are you? Where are you? I warn you. If you don't show yourself, I'll open fire. Look out! Back here!
That'll be enough of that. A shame it would be to mar these handsome walls of yours.
All right, come out into the light where I can look at you.
And look at me, Sissy. Are you not afraid of the sight your eyes might behold?
Step out into the light.
You'll be putting away that pistol first.
Well, sing out as she changes position.
Aye, sir.
As soon as the Admiral comes down here, we'll find out what to do about that ship.
At least she doesn't seem to have any modern weapons aboard her. I've been half expecting her to dump a load of depth charges on us.
No, so have I.
Lee.
Lee!
Admiral, we thought you were on your way to the control room. Is everything all right?
It's all right, Lee. I'll be right there.
what is all this about being attacked by a 200-year-old square rigger?
Well, I know it sounds strange, Admiral, but that's exactly what happened. Did you find anything, Chip?
There's nothing in the registry list.
Well, you must have missed it. Let me take a look.
Oh, forget it. You won't find it. There hasn't been a square rigger in commission anywhere for at least a dozen years.
Well, how do you explain the one that fired on us?
Well, I can't yet.
Well, it's still on the radar. Take a look.
What happened to you?
That's what I like to know.
Is, that some kind of foam all over you?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh, what happened?
Well, sir, I went to the aft tool locker to get this wrench. I'm walking back in the corridor on my way back here, and next thing I knew, I'm covered with foam.
Oh, where did it come from?
I don't know. I never knew what hit me. 1 second I'm dry, and next second I'm.
You better go below and get cleaned up.
Aye, sir. Admiral.
Well, now, how do you explain that?
Hmm? Well, that might have been a leak in the reactor control system.
Well, check it out, Chip.
All right.
Now, that's just one case. We've had a whole series of them. Crewmen hearing strange noises and things like that.
There might be a general case of jitters.
Admiral, it wasn't a case of jitters that fired a broadside and nearly sank us.
Have they made any other hostile moves?
No. But that's probably because they don't carry depth charges. They have no way to reach us.
No, then I fail to see how they can hurt us, can you?
Well, if they attacked us, they might attack an unarmed surface ship and sink it. We've got to do something about it.
All right. Have Sparks send out a general inquiry. See if anyone can give us information about such a ship. If you learn anything, you can call me in my cabin. I'll be working there.
Excuse me, sir. I found something.
What is it?
It's right there around the bend.
Well?
That's what sprayed me, sir. That cylinder on the deck.
Chief, are you sure you're all right?
Oh, I'm feeling fine. That is, I will when we find out who put it there in the first place.
What cylinder?
Well, it's right there. It's as plain as the...
Would you care to point it out, Chief?
It was there just a couple of seconds ago, sir. You do believe me, don't you?
Sure, Chief. Look, why don't you go get a uniform?
But I tell you, I saw it. I saw.
Please. Please. No more games. Have anything to say, show yourself and say it. All right, I'm waiting. Good lad. It's proud of you, I am. Sit down, lad, sit down. Rest your weary bones. We've some talking to do, you and me. That's better now, isn't it? I suppose you'll be asking who I am. Oh, that is a reasonable assumption. It is a proud name I bear, as you'll be the first to admit. I am himself, the Nelson, Captain Seamus O'Hara Nelson, your servant, sir. Ah, yes. Captain Nelson. I have heard of you. Oh, have you now? That is a small wonder. You made a fortune in the China trade, importing tea, wasn't it? Aye, tea it was. And other heathen objects. What else do you know about me, lad? Well, that you were my wealthiest ancestor, and you died at sea in the year 1822. Well, we'll not be speaking about that now. 'Tis not one of my happiest recollections. Still in all, I have not done badly, you'll admit, in spite of that one unhappy circumstance you speak of. But enough of me. It's you I want to talk about. You've more than a bit of salt in your veins, lad, and you got it from nobody strange. No. All right, I love the sea, but you didn't come here to tell me that. And that's a fact. What it came for was you. Me? Oh, what do you mean by that? What I mean what I say. You're coming with me now, away from this ship and onto my own. Well, thanks for the invitation, but I'm afraid I must respectfully decline. Oh, decline, is it? But you've not the right to decline, lad. 'Twas not an invitation I issued. 'Twas a command. Oh, command. Well, in that case, I don't decline. I refuse. Oh, a pinch of snuff. No, I never take it. You should, lad. You should. It's a fine thing it is for clearing the head. So, you refuse to come with me, and you realize what you'll be missing. No, and I don't care. Don't care, says he. Huh? I'll tell you the same. You and me, lad, we could live a life the likes of which you never even dreamed of. Bawdy, brawling life it'd be. Sailing fast on the open sea with a spanking breeze off our quarter, the sharp salt air in our lungs. And then, every now and again, we'd touch port. And the sparks would fly for fear. The things I could teach you, lad. The things those eyes of yours could see. Well, I have work to do here and little enough time to do it. Time, is it? Time. Time is a zero and nothing. I'm offering you immortality. How? By killing me? Well, there would be certain formalities involved. But think of the rewards, lad. I am thinking of them. My answer's still the same. Thank you, but no. And what would you be doing here now? The work I've devoted my life to, here on my ship. Oh, your ship, huh? So that's it. Well, we shall see about that, my fine lad. Indeed, we shall see.
We checked out the reactor control system. It wasn't responsible for what happened to Chief Sharkey.
Very well, Chip.
But what was?
I wish I knew.
Skipper. Take a look at this.
She moved.
Almost directly overhead, sir.
I don't like this, Chip.
Could be a coincidence. Without detection gear, she'd have no idea where we are.
Maybe so. But who says she's without detection gear? damage report from all hands. Get right on it.
How badly were hurt?
I don't know yet. I knew there was something phony about that square rigger. She's carrying depth charges.
That's not all she's carrying.
What do you mean?
Oh, but nothing.
Missile room, this is the captain.
Missile room I.
Is that you, Chief?
Yes, sir, I'm down here checking the damage.
Are we able to fire missiles?
Yes, sir, the tubes are clear and firing mechanisms are operative.
Good. Load all forward tubes with MS-1s and stand by to fire.
Aye, sir.
What's the matter?
You can't sink that ship?
Why not? It's doing everything it can to sink us.
I didn't say you shouldn't. I said you can't.
With 4 heat-seeking torpedoes, we'll blow it sky high.
Well, don't count on it.
All right, men. Start loading.
Any change in the position of the square rigger?
No, sir. There she is, riding on the surface directly above us.
We've been pretty lucky, Lee. No structural damage. All controls operative.
Good.
Shall I get us underway?
No. Not until we sink that ship up there.
Missile room to control. Forward tubes loaded and ready for firing.
Very well. Stand by to fire. Firing order will be 1, 3, 2, 4.
1, 3, 2, 4. Aye, sir. Standing by.
Fire 1.
1 fired.
Fire 3.
3 fired.
Fire 2.
2 fired.
Fire 4.
4 fired.
Secure firing.
Aye, sir.
Chip. Count down from 10. Mark.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
In a couple of seconds.
2.
I thought you'd be here. A hard man you are to convince, lad. But 'tis a Nelson trait and a fine one, too, take it for all in all. Well, suppose you tell me what this is all about. What kind of parlor tricks are you playing? Parlor tricks, is it? And you an eyewitness to the greatest phenomenon that any living soul has been privileged to share. Why, lad, this has been the dream of many a lively mind. You're here, watching time stand still, caught in a net betwixt 1 second and the next. Think of it, lad. The mastery of time, man's greatest enemy. In the span of a heartbeat, a man with this gift can accomplish a lifetime of work. And this gift is yours, if you have a will to have it for your own. In exchange for what? The same terms as I told you before. Join forces. Come aboard my ship. We'll roam the length and breadth of all the 7 seas. Don't you see, lad? I'm offering you immortality. And a truly wondrous thing it can be, too. What about my men? Let them sink to the bottom and forget them. They matter nothing to me, nor will they to you. Once you put your hand in mine. And what do you say now, huh? I offer you my hand. Will you not take it? No. I make you an offer in good faith, and you refuse it as lightly as all that. You'll be regretting this, my lad. Regretting it deeply and with all your heart. All right, I'll regret it. But my decision is final. Is it now? Still and all, you are of my blood. And I can't find it in my heart to destroy you without giving you one last chance to repent and mend your ways. Look, you've tried twice to destroy us, and you've failed both times. We're stronger than you are, and you know it. I was toying with you like a cat with a mouse, but I'll toy no more. 1 hour you have to come to your senses. 1 hour. And then you and your whole blasted crew will go to a watery grave, and no power on earth can save you. 1 hour, me fine boyo. No more.
The explosion blows that ship to bits.
I don't hear anything.
I don't understand. Our HS-1s never miss. They can't miss.
Well, apparently these did. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some important work to do and very little time to do it in. Oh, by the way, Lee, you can raise us from the bottom now. We won't be attacked again for a while.
Chief, what happened down here?
I don't know, sir. I'm just checking it.
You realize, of course, your torpedoes missed the target?
Yeah, yes, sir. I know. I didn't hear an explosion. Yes, sir.
How do you explain it?
Well, all I know, sir, is if one of these babies is fired, it's got to hit.
4 were fired with no hits.
Well, there's only one way that can happen. There was no target up there.
But there was. We're still tracking it.
There's just no way to explain it, sir.
Are you sure those tubes didn't misfire?
That I can guarantee. I heard every one of them when they were launched. You can't mistake that sound, Mr. Morton. Any torpedo man will tell you that.
Tracking tapes indicate all 4 were released and headed directly for the target.
See that, sir? I told you.
I think I'll just have a look at those tubes.
You don't even have to check, Mr. Morton. Those tubes are empty. You saw for yourself on the tracking tapes.
Depth 150 and holding trim satisfactory.
All ahead standard.
All ahead standard. Well, we're off the bottom. The Admiral knew what he was talking about.
How could he know? How could he? It's almost as if he could see into the future. I don't know.
That's right, Sparks. I'll repeat it for you. Maritime Museum, Boston, Mass. Request all possible information On the career of Captain Seamus O'Hara Nelson, who died at sea in the year 1822. Now, it's extremely urgent. Send me a decoded reply as soon as you receive it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Now, come in.
Admiral, can I see you for a couple of minutes?
No. Sure, Chief. Come in, sit down.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I've been wondering.
Cigarette?
Thank you, sir. A couple of questions I'd like to ask you, and,
Right?
Thank you, sir.
All right. What's on your mind?
Well, I don't know exactly. All I do know is that something peculiar is going on around here.
Oh, that's a fair statement. Go on.
Well, the thing is, sir, if anyone has any answers to my questions, I figure it's you.
I wish it were. But I'm afraid the shoe's on the other foot. Francis, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
Yes, sir, anything I can.
Suppose someone offered you something that could prove more valuable to you than your wildest dreams, and all you had to do to get it was accept the offer.
Oh?
But, Francis, if you accept the offer, you might be hurting someone. As a matter of fact, hurting practically everyone who means anything to you.
Well, then I just wouldn't do it.
But it's not quite as simple as that. If you refuse, you could be endangering the lives of those very people you didn't want to hurt. Now, what then?
Well, it's kind of different, sir, but,
Go on.
Well, maybe this sounds a little corny, but, the way I see it, if you felt that taking this thing, whatever it is, wasn't right, then I just wouldn't take it, no matter what. A man's got to take a stand someplace, sir.
Thanks, Chief. Oh, by the way, what about that question of yours?
Oh, that's all right, sir. Some other time.
It's still there, huh?
Yes, sir. She seems to move right along with us. Now, how can a sailing ship go this fast?
It can't. And yet it obviously is.
Lee, Sparks just handed me this. It's a decoded message for the Admiral. Shall I take it up to him? It's marked confidential.
No, Chip, I'll take it up myself.
The old devil.
What?
Oh, nothing, Lee, nothing.
Admiral, exactly how much do you know about all the things that have been happening to us?
Well, what makes you think I know anything about it?
I don't know. But I'm sure you know more about it than you're telling.
Well, you think I'm engaged in some kind of a plot to destroy us all?
No, of course not. But you do have some information. And for the safety of the ship, I've got to know about it.
Well, I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't.
That message is part of it, isn't it? I'd like to see it.
It's a confidential matter.
Can you give me a word that it has nothing to do with the safety of the ship?
No. No, I can't.
Then I've got to read it.
I'm sorry, I can't show it to you.
I'm warning you, Admiral. If you're holding back anything that endangers this ship, I'll have to take steps of my own.
I understand. I don't blame you. But I need a little time before you take those steps. Now, believe me, Lee, this is vital.
All right, how much time?
About 10 minutes.
I'll be back in 10 minutes. Chip? What was that?
I don't know.
Engine room. This is the captain.
Engine room I.
Is there, any indication of trouble down there?
Negative, Skipper.
Very well.
Couldn't be anything serious, but
Reactor room. Report your condition to the control room.
Reactor room, sir. Condition normal, all units functioning.
Very well. Keep me advised.
Aye, aye, sir.
Something's wrong. Get engineering to check the main circuitry. Below main tanks. Full up angle on all planes. Surface! Surface! Can you hold trim?
I doubt it.
We're losing power all over the ship. We're going down.
Engineering! Engineering!
All right. Show yourself. It's doomsday for you now, lad. Unless you've had a change of heart. Captain Nelson, you are a fraud. Huh? Fraud, is it? I'll show you the meaning of power, my fine lad. And it's a lesson you won't be liking, I can promise you that. Now, hold on, you've been lying to me. All those fine words about two seafaring men adventuring around the world. They were lies. Nothing but lies. Lies. Lies indeed. I can crush you with a twist of my hand, and I'll do it. To you or to any man who calls himself a liar. And I suggest you read this. So your fine and noble sensibilities were shocked, were they now? Bloody shame, that! My noble ancestor. You didn't make your fortune trading tea, you made it trading slaves. And who are you to be sitting in judgment of what men do? Sure, I took my money where I found it, and a fine, fat fortune it was, too. You were the worst kind of scum, Captain. A slave trader. And you're paying for it now, aren't you? Doomed to sail the same ocean you disgraced. How dare you talk to me like that? Your own ancestor. A man that offered you his hand in friendship. Friendship? You didn't want my friendship. You wanted a scapegoat. Someone of your own blood. To serve out the rest of your penance so you could find peace after all these years. That's what you needed me for. That and nothing else. I'll hear no more. I'll hear no more of this. Go ahead, Captain. Do your worst. Kill us all. Add another page to your list of crimes. Ah, but lad, you know I couldn't do that without your help. You're a wiser man than I knew. What you said was true enough. With you doing my penance for me, I could have been truly free again. Although, the things that I promised you, the sailing and the brawling and all that, that did sound wonderful good, didn't it? Huh? If things had been just a little bit different, and no penance to be paid, mind you, We could have had a time for ourselves, Laird, you and me. We truly could. But then, another day.
Skipper, it's gone. The blip's disappeared.
It's gone. It's not up there anymore.
I'm not surprised.
What's going on? 1 minute we're completely out of control, diving for the bottom, and the next minute everything's working and we're on an even keel.
That's remarkable, isn't it?
Well, what's that?
Just an old snuff box.
Admiral, is there something about all this you're not telling me?
Hydroponic station able. Wilson speaking.
Nelson aboard Seaview. How are things going down there?
Fine, Admiral, fine. I wasn't expecting to hear from you until tomorrow. It's a pleasant surprise.
Well, we should be alongside the Sea Lab in about 2 hours. We made better time than expected. And we have another surprise for you.
Yes, I know. My twin brother Ben is with you, isn't he?
Oh, that's right. Well, how did you know that?
I can see him.
Oh. You can see him?
We're not only identical twins, Admiral, we're closer than most. There's a constant state of telepathy between us. How are you, Ben? John, how's the program been going? Unbelievably. Some of our plants are showing an almost human response to stimulus. I think we're on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. That's great, John. That's great. I'll see you soon.
Well, they'll check the results when we get there. And congratulations. I'm going to the observation nose. You'd like to join me?
In a few moments, Admiral. I have a few reports I'd like to check over first.
Fine.
John, I'm talking to you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do you hear me, John? This is Ben talking to you. Yes, I hear you, Ben. Complete the experiment before we get there. Complete the experiment before we get there. I can't do that, Ben. I don't know what will happen. Do as I say, John. You know you're weaker than I am. You can't defy me. Complete that experiment and do it now. Do it now.
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, starring Richard Basehart, David Hedison, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Do you really think the hydroponic station can increase the growth rate for these edible sea plants?
I think the Wilson brothers might be able to supply the world with food for any population explosion. These experiments are dangerous, though. The effect of the radiation might...
Captain, we're picking up something pretty weird on the sonar.
Reduce speed to 1/3.
Aye, sir.
All hands, this is the captain. We're approaching a belt of turbulent water. Stand by for shock waves. Damage control, report.
Minor hull strain in aft section 64. No other damage, sir.
Resume speed.
Aye, sir.
Chip, take the con.
Aye, sir. What do you make of that turbulence?
I don't know. There was no warning from the seismic monitor, only the sonar contact. Right now, I'd have to log it as cause unknown.
How far are we from the hydroponic station?
About 60 miles.
Spikes, see if you can contact hydroponic station Able.
Aye, sir.
Seaview to hydroponic station Able. Seaview calling hydroponic station Able. Come in, over.
Admiral. He's not going to get any answer. My brother's dead.
Well, why do you say that?
It was a radioactive explosion at the hydroponic station. That's the turbulence we just passed through.
Oh? A guess?
No, it's not a guess, Admiral. My brother has already told you how it is between him and me. Everything that happens to one is felt by the other.
You felt the blast yourself?
Yes, the one that killed my brother.
All right, keep trying.
Yes, sir.
Seaview calling hydroponic station Able. Do you read me? Do you read me? Over.
I've told you it's no use, Admiral.
Seaview calling hydroponic station Able. Come in, please. Hydroponics Station Able, this is Seaview calling. Do you read us? Over.
Do you believe me now, Admiral?
Keep trying.
Aye, sir.
Maybe it's just a power failure.
The lab has auxiliary power. Sir, we've just taken these readings from the sensor cells in the outer hull. That turbulence we passed through was highly radioactive.
It's the C-Lab's atomic reactor.
Well, we don't know.
I do.
But we're going to find out. Prepare the flying sub for immediate launch.
Aye, sir.
Do you want Sharky to go with you?
No, Captain. There could be a lethal danger from that lab's radiation sources. Why risk other lives? I'll go with you. With my brother dead, I'm the only man who knows the equipment.
All right, let's go.
John, can you hear me, John? Listen to me closely. We're trying to enter the C-Lab. If we succeed, you are to remain unconscious. Do you hear me? You are to remain unconscious.
What's my been? Something wrong?
Oh, no, I was just thinking about my brother. I think you'll find the C-Lab down below. We should be on it right now.
You were right. It was the atomic reactor. Nelson to Seaview.
Seaview, aye.
We're alongside the hydroponic stations. I'm going to try to board it.
Aye, sir.
You still sure you want to go out there?
I have to go out there, Admiral. Admiral.
Nelson to Seaview.
Seaview, go ahead.
We're under attack by what it looks like some kind of mutated plant. It's enormous. We're gonna try to break loose. Stand by.
Engineering, flank speed. Admiral, should be there in half an hour.
Hold on. I'll use the afterjet, see if we can burn our way out. Silvio.
Seaview, aye.
We're clear. Prepare the docking area. Starting back.
Aye, sir.
Flying sub, do you read me? Seaview to flying sub. Come in, over.
All right, Spark, stay with it. We should be getting close. Take the con. I'll be in the nose.
Aye, sir.
We just picked up the flying sub's automatic homing signal. We're locked on it. Now metering the range of less than 500 yards.
Reduce speed to 1/3 and stand by the reverse engines.
Aye. Reduce speed to 1/3.
All stop.
All stop. Maintain neutral buoyancy.
Boy, what happened?
We're impacted on the ocean bottom.
Is the power gone?
Yeah. Yeah. Emergency circuits may be working. Nelson to Seaview. You read me? Nelson to Seaview, come in.
Captain, this is Sparks. I'm making contact with the Admiral.
Admiral, are you all right?
Fine. We're shaken up a little bit. Controls and power gone, but otherwise okay.
Not with that creature out there, you're not.
Look, how close can you bring Seaview to our position?
We can't get within 100 yards of you. You've got a laser beam aboard the Seaview. Why not have Crane blast that thing with it?
Look, if we break it up with a laser, every piece of it that remains might be able to regenerate itself.
What makes you think this plant can reproduce by division?
Well, what makes you think that it can't?
Well, just how do you propose to get us out of here?
Look, you worked with your brother on this. Now, what ideas have you got?
One, blasted to bits.
Oh.
B.
Aye, sir.
Prepare to use the Seaview as a ram. Might be able to keep this plant occupied long enough for us to make a break for it in scuba gear.
Right. We'll have a rescue party standing by. Close the collision doors. There's the target. Zero in on it at flank speed.
Aye.
Admiral, we're moving in at flank speed. I'll call out the range to you as we move in. Stand by. What's going to happen when the Seaview rams into that thing?
I don't know. Just get into the wetsuits.
Right 1 degree and hold steady.
Aye, sir. 1 degree right and steady.
Attention all hands. Brace yourselves for collision. Range 200. 100. Admiral, you're momentarily clear of the plant. I'm bringing a rescue party down if you need further assistance. Over and out.
You don't really think you can stop that thing with an ultrasonic gun, do you?
I'm gonna try. Now, when I leave, you wait about 10 seconds, then follow. Be sure to dog the topside airlock. If the plane attacks, I'll try to draw it off so you can join the rescue party. Understood? Ben, you're heading toward the sea lab. Come back. You hear me, Ben? You're swimming in the wrong direction.
John? John, it's Ben. Wake up. Wake up. Ben? What happened? You did it. You created a plant creature just as I knew you could. Now, where is the portable control unit? The plant creature? Oh, the radiation destroyed it. It wrecked the lab. No, it didn't destroy it. It created the giant mutant that I've been after. It's out there in the sea right now. Now, where is the control unit? A control unit? But what do you want that for? The creature has to be destroyed. Not until I've made 100 like him, 1,000, an army of them marching at my command. You can't do that. You can't do that. The control unit. This experiment was for plant food. It was a scientific development. It still can be. It still can. You're a fool, John. You always were. Food for people was just a cover for me. If I can control growth, I can control everything. Now, where is the control unit? It's in the protective instrument locker. Admiral, you all right?
Okay, Lee.
What about Ben Wilson?
The last time I saw him, he was heading to the sea lab.
I'll have Kowalski give you a hand back to the Seaview.
No, I'm all right. I'll get back by myself. Now, you and the chief get to the sea lab and Ben Wilson. Kowalski, collect any of this you can find. I want every piece brought aboard the Seaview.
Aye, sir.
No, Ben, you can't do that. You don't know what you're doing.
That's where you're wrong. I can take almost lifeless, insensate vegetable matter and change it into a living thing. The first of many that will answer my commands.
You're forgetting why this lab was built, why I came here in the first place.
I'm forgetting nothing. Just because you're a deluded fool doesn't mean...
What are you doing here, Ben?
My brother's alive.
Chief, take a look. You were positive he was dead.
I felt his heart start to beat again.
Skipper? He's alive, all right, but just barely.
Yeah, I think we better get him back to the Seaview in a hurry. It's the only chance to save his life.
Where's your radio?
There.
C-Lab calling Seaview. C-Lab calling Seaview. This is the captain. Can you read me? C-Lab calling Seaview. Can you read me, Sparks? Over.
Looking at that stuff now, it's hard to believe it came from that monster.
Yeah, seems harmless enough.
Do you think there's a chance of there being any other mutants alive out there?
Well, you know that plant organisms can regenerate in many ways. Still, I hope that this stuff never becomes as prolific as seaweed.
This is Sparks, Admiral. The captain's in contact with us from the C-Lab.
Pipe them through.
Go ahead, Captain.
We're at the C-Lab. John Wilson's still alive, but he's badly hurt.
I will try to take him off in the mini-sub. Kowalski's the man for that.
Aye, sir.
Lee, we're sending the mini-sub. There's extra scuba gear aboard. Is Ben Wilson there?
Yes, he is.
What about the lab?
Well, the explosion didn't help it any. But it seems airtight enough and the radiation level isn't too high.
All right, have Ben Wilson help you. I want to retrieve all the notes, instrumentation, everything connected with this experiment.
Right, sir. All right, Ben, let's get to work.
Anything you say.
Okay, Chief. Let's get out of this gear and get to work, all right?
All right, sir.
Remain unconscious, John, until you're back aboard the Seaview. Don't worry, you'll be saved. As for the others, I'm afraid they'll all have to die.
Let's go.
Get him back to sickbay on the double.
Aye, sir.
Are all the notes and tapes packed together?
In this locker.
Now, what about this?
Well, this is just an ordinary bit of sea life. My brother's experimentations with this proved useless.
We'd better take it along. The Admiral might want to see it.
All right.
Skipper, the mini-sub is on its way back to the Seaview.
All right, we'll make a last-minute check and then we can shove off.
All right, sir.
How's he doing, Kowalski?
Doc can't quite figure him out, sir. His radiation count's not too high, and there's no surface cuts or bruises of any kind.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's possibly caused by the shock of the explosion.
Yeah, Doc said something like that.
Well, hopefully he'll be all right again. Let's get back on duty.
Aye, sir.
John, this is Ben. I want you to wake up. I want you to wake up. Listen to me, and listen carefully. Admiral Nelson has some cuttings from the destroyed mutant somewhere aboard the Seaview. I want you to find them and place them in the reactor. Do you hear me? I want you to put those cuttings in the reactor room.
I won't do it. I'm not going to help you, Ben.
You will do it. You can't help yourself. Get rid of the corpsman. Get rid of him.
Find me the doctor. I need him quickly.
The doctor!
Ben, come on, we're all set. Let's go.
Captain, there's another piece of equipment in here that has to be removed from its paneling. Will you two help me?
Figures, absent-minded professor.
Now, let's give him a hand. Open the door!
Ben! Open the door!
Ben! Open the door!
Stop where you are. Take those specimens to the reactor room.
Ben, I can't. I can't. They'll turn into monsters.
You have to, John. You know I can read your mind and control it no matter where I am. You must obey me. You must obey me. You must obey me.
Wilson. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in sick bay.
Oh, well, I'm feeling much better, thank you. Actually, I came here looking for you. I wanted to discuss the experiments.
Oh, well, there's plenty of time for that later.
No, there isn't time. I've got to talk to you now.
Now, the first thing on the agenda is to get you back to health. Now, come on.
Stop him, John. Stop him.
What is it?
Oh, I just suddenly felt a little weak.
Whatever used to lock it, it's beginning to give.
Skipper, I think we can shake it loose.
That did it. Okay, let's go.
close, Skipper. What do we do now? Just hope that thing out there goes away.
Wish I had a better suggestion.
Seaview to Hydroponics Station Able. Skipper, this is Sparks. Can you read me? Can you read me? Over. There's no response, sir. I can't reach Captain Crane at the Sea Lab.
All right, keep trying.
Aye, sir.
Missile room to control. Mr. Ben Wilson's just come aboard from the Sea Lab.
Captain Crane and Chief Sharkey with him?
No, sir. He says they're still back at the Sea Lab retrieving some instrumentation.
Ask Mr. Wilson to report up here as soon as he's out of his gear.
Aye, sir.
Admiral, this is the exec. I think you better question Ben Wilson up here concerning Chief Sharkey and the skipper. Can you hear me, sir? Admiral, request your presence in the control room. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me? Phil. Find the Admiral. I need him up here on the double. Check the lab and his cabin. Reactor room. What's wrong with the radiation pile? We're getting a dangerous count. Damage control. Send a team to the reactor room on the double. The reactor room on the double.
You, Skipper, but to me, this storeroom is no cool, windswept beach right now.
We haven't got too much air left. But as long as that plant's out there, there's no...
What do you think it's doing?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Skipper, if it's moved away from the door, maybe we can make it to the excess hatch.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
What is that stuff, Skipper?
Sulfuric acid solution.
Battery acid. Why didn't I think of that?
Now get ready to open the door.
I get it, Skipper. We open the door, douse that thing out there with the acid. Then we make a break for our scuba gear in the excess hatch, right?
Right. Now undog it. Slow and quiet. Ready? Go ahead.
Chip, this is Nelson. Find John Wilson, confine him to sick bay under guard.
Aye, sir.
What the blazes is going on here?
I've tried to notify you, sir. There's an emergency in the reactor room. Somehow a plant creature got in there. Radiation's out of control. Already one crewman's been killed.
What have you done about it?
An armed detail's on its way there now.
Don't use laser guns.
But that's what the captain used to disintegrate the first one.
That's why we're in this trouble now. If you blast that thing anywhere near the reactor, every bit of it will grow into a giant mutant.
Aye, sir, we'll try to contain it by some other means, but there's more.
Oh, what else?
Apparently the thing has already divided itself. There's another plant creature loose aboard the ship.
Secure all watertight doors, clear all passageways.
Aye, aye, sir.
John! You've been doing very well. Well, you call creating these monsters, almost destroying the sea view, turning a great experiment into a deadly destructive force, you call that doing well? Yes, I do indeed. It proves to me, or to us, that we can create and control plant growth. All it's proved is that you can create monsters, then destroy them. Destroy them? Go to the armory, get a laser gun, and blast that plant in the reactor room out of existence. All that would do would be to increase the number of them. You know the effect radiation would have on every bit of plant material. You're going to do it, John. No. Go to the armory and get a laser gun. Blast the plant in the reactor room. Get the gun, John. Get the gun. Get the gun.
When did you get back aboard?
Just a few minutes ago. Kowalski briefed us about this. More of Ben Wilson's work?
Huh? Ben Wilson?
He created one of these in the Sea Lab. That's what took us so long getting back. We'll have to go back and get it later.
We've got to find some way to kill these things.
Admiral, the radiation readings in the control room are reaching dangerously high levels. See if you won't be able to take much more, sir. Please advise.
We'll try to take care of this mutant. Now, what about the other one?
Last seen headed down passageway C, section 47.
He does answer your control. Naturally. He does whatever I want him to do. Now that you know that for certain, what do you intend to do? After you use that gun to break up the mutant in the reactor room, I'm going to take over control of them and the Seaview. You can't do that, Ben. I can't, eh? Watch. That's not going to do you any good. I'll bring them to life. Without radiation, they're dead. And I'm not going to let you go on with this. Take that gun and fire it at the mutant in the reactor room. Take that gun and fire it at the mutant. You will fire it, John. Fire it! Shall we give it a try?
Yeah, we have to. Radiation count is heading toward blast. All right, open the hatch. Get away from there fast.
Starting to move out.
Fine, except for a little frostbite. Chief, open the door.
Chief, the reactor, quick. Kowalski.
Aye. Well, we found a better weapon, Lee. We found its freezing point.
Admiral, this is Morton. Radiation count dropping rapidly. Control's starting to respond.
That's good news, Chip. Any word from the Wilson brothers?
No sign of Ben. John was found unconscious in the missile room. Doc reports from sick bay is coming around fine.
Oh, good. Well, I'm sure he'll be able to tell us where Ben is. Well, blow ballast, all ahead 1/3.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let's start for home.
আজকের পর্ব মিলিয়ে কিউমুলেটিভ স্কোরে বটম 2 কিন্তু আজকে বাদ পড়ে যাবেন।
যার ভাগ্যে যেই দেশ পড়বে সেই কুজিনের সাথে আজকের ফিশ নিয়ে আপনাদেরকে রেসিপিটা তৈরি করতে হবে।
আমরা শুরু করতে পারি না আজকে?
আজকে তো শুরু করতেই হবে। আর তোমার কাছে তো ফিশ বোল সবসময় রাখা থাকে, সেটা ছাড়া কিভাবে শুরু করব?
ফিশ বোল আমার হাতে চলে এসেছে। আপনারা আজকে যারা রান্না করবেন পার্টিসিপেন্টস একে একে করে এসে আপনাদের চিটস নিয়ে যাবেন।
আরও একবার মনে করিয়ে দিতে চাই, গত পর্বে আপনারা নিজেরাই দেখেছেন যার ভাগ্যে যেই দেশ পড়বে সেই কুজিনের সাথে আজকের ফিশ নিয়ে আপনাদেরকে রেসিপিটা তৈরি করতে হবে।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আজকে কিন্তু ফিশ ফিউশনের আমাদের দ্বিতীয় পর্ব। গত পর্ব এবং আজকের পর্ব মিলিয়ে কিউমুলেটিভ স্কোরে বটম 2 কিন্তু আজকে বাদ পড়ে যাবেন। সো নিজের বেস্টটা দিয়ে আপনারা আপনাদের ডিশটা তৈরি করার চেষ্টা করবেন।
আপনাদের চ্যালেঞ্জে অ্যাডভান্টেজ পেতে হলে টপ র্যাঙ্কিংয়ে থাকতে হবে, এতটুক তো ক্লিয়ার। অ্যাডভান্টেজের কথা যখন বলছি, there is another advantage এই মঞ্চে, which is the black scarf. আজকেও সেম হবে, top scorer will receive the black scarf, and obviously black scarf-এর স্পেশাল অ্যাডভান্টেজ থাকবে, যেটা আজকে পাবেন কুমু। ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফের কি অ্যাডভান্টেজ এটা আমরা একটু পরে বলছি।
তাহলে জাজেস শুরু করা যাক ফিশ ফিউশন।
না না না, ওয়েট, শুরু করা যাক কিভাবে? এখনো তো ওই যে ছোট ছোট মাছগুলো আসি।
ও আই এম সো সরি, ভুলে গিয়েছিলাম। ফিশ কোথায়? দ্রুত ফিশ নিয়ে আসুন।
কি কি ফিশ আছে সেটা দেখার আগে আপনাদের কাছে কোন কোন দেশ আছে সেটা আগে দেখে নিই। তার মানে কোন কোন কুজিন পড়ছে। আমরা প্রথমে যাচ্ছি অসিতের কাছে,
থাইল্যান্ড।
থাইল্যান্ড খুবই সহজ।
এরপর যাব রূপার কাছে,
আফ্রিকা।
আফ্রিকা। এরপর যাব সেজুতি, মানে আমার জান,
মালয়েশিয়া।
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 নেক্সট কুমু,
চায়না।
এরপর নিশাত,
আমার পড়েছে ফ্রান্স। ফ্রান্স,
বাহ।
এরপর জানতে চাই লাশিতা,
মিডল ইস্ট।
মিডল ইস্ট, ওয়াও।
যেহেতু আমার জন্ম মিডল ইস্টে, সো মিডল ইস্টার্ন কুজিন সম্পর্কে আমার অনেক আইডিয়া ছিল। যদিও ফিশ নিয়ে আমার সেরকম আইডিয়া ছিল না, বাট প্রত্যেকটা খাবারে কী ধরনের মশলা যায়, কোন প্রসেসে রান্না করতে হয় এবং খেতে কেমন লাগে আমার সেই আইডিয়া ছিল। সো এটা আমার জন্য আসলে একটা বেনিফিট ছিল।
লাকি, তোমার কোন দেশের কুইজিন পড়েছে?
আমি আজকে ব্রাজিল পেয়েছি।
ব্রাজিল।
ফিশ বল থেকে আমার কুইজিনটা বের হলো, খোলার পরে দেখলাম যে ব্রাজিল কুইজিন। আমি তো দেখে অবাক যে আল্লাহ, কিভাবে কি করব, জীবনে কখনো করিনি।
তামান্না,
ঘানা।
ঘানা,
ওরে বাবা।
আমার ভাগ্যে পড়েছিল ঘানা কুইজিন, যেটা আমি কখনো রান্না করিনি এবং এটা দেখে আমি খুবই কনফিউজড হয়ে গিয়েছিলাম যে কি করব না করব।
লাস্ট পার্টিসিপেন্টস দিবা,
ইউনাইটেড কিংডম।
গুড।
আমি আজকে বানিয়েছি ফিশ পায়লা। নিপা, আজকে আমাদের যে নামটা আছে ফিশ ফিউশন, সেই নামের সাথে আপনার রেসিপির কোনো মিল নেই।
আমি ডেফিনেটলি বল মাছ এই স্টাইলে রান্না করার ট্রাই করব ইন দ্য ফিউচার।
এবার আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি ঢাকার প্রতিযোগী নিপাকে। নিপা, আপনার রেসিপি নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আমি আজকে বানিয়েছি ফিশ পায়লা।
কি ফিশ ব্যবহার করেছো?
আমি বোয়াল মাছটা ব্যবহার করেছি। ফিশ কোথায়? ফিশ ম্যাম আজ কোথায় আছে? ভিতরে? হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, এটা লেয়ার করেছেন? লেয়ার করিনি, এভাবে আর কি দিয়ে দিয়েছি। ট্যাঙ্গি সসটা কি করে করেছেন? ট্যাঙ্গি সসটা আমি অরেঞ্জ, চেরি, মানে সুগার অ্যান্ড হচ্ছে হালকা একটু সয়া সস, ভিনেগার অ্যান্ড হচ্ছে রোস্টেড টমেটো দিয়ে করেছি।
এটাও কি মেন্টর বলে দিয়েছিল সসের কথা?
মেন্টর, হ্যাঁ আমার মেন্টর আমাকে বলেছে যে একটা মানে এটাকে ইনহ্যান্স করার জন্য একটা ট্যাঙ্গি টাইপসের সস রাখলে ভালো হবে।
আপনার মেন্টর নাদিয়া নাতাশা?
জি,
নাদিয়া নাতাশা আপু, আপনি কি ট্যাঙ্গি সস করতে বলেছিলেন?
আমি যখন ওকে বুঝিয়েছিলাম যে এটা এরকম একটা ফুল মিল, সে বলেছিল আমি একটা সস করতে চাই এর সাথে, আমি কি করতে পারবো? তা আমি বলেছিলাম এটার সাথে বেসিক্যালি সস সার্ভ করার দরকার নাই, কিন্তু সে বলছে আমি একটা সস করতে চাই এবং সেটা একটু সুইট বা ক্রিমি। তখন আমি বললাম যেহেতু আপনি করতেই চাচ্ছেন, যদি করেন, যেহেতু ফিশ, আপনি একটা লেমন বেস কোনো কিছু দিতে পারেন।
কিন্তু সসটা মজা হয়েছে।
ইনিশিয়ালি সে বলেছিল যে এটার সাথে সস যায় না, অ্যান্ড শি ইজ রাইট। সসটা আপনি করেছেন, দ্যাট ইজ ইয়োর চয়েস। বাই ইটসেলফ সসটা খেতে মজা। প্লেটিংটা আমার পছন্দ হয়নি। আই থিঙ্ক ইটস ভেরি মেসি, রাইট? চ্যালেঞ্জটা ছিল আজকে ফিশ ফিউশন। পায়রাতে ফিশ খুঁজে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না, ইউ হ্যাভ টু রিয়েলি লুক ইন টু ইট। সসটা ইয়েস ইট হেল্পস রাইসের সাথে খেতে, বাট সসটা ছাড়া যদি আমি খাই, পায়রাতে কোনো সিগনিফিকেন্ট কোনো ফ্লেভার্স নাই।
নিপা, আজকে আমাদের যে নামটা আছে ফিশ ফিউশন, সেই নামের সাথে আপনার রেসিপির কোনো মিল নেই।
কস্টিং আপনার ওভারঅল ঠিক আছে, 542 করে আপনি এই প্লেটটা সেল করছেন। কস্টিং ইজ ওকে, বাট এটা আপনি 542-তে সেল করতে পারবেন না রিয়েল লাইফে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
এবারে চট্টগ্রামের প্রতিযোগী উর্মি মাহবুব, আপনার রেসিপি নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
No, judges. Hello. Hi. Peruvian একটা cuisine, periho.
কি ফিশ এখানে ব্যবহার করে?
এখানে আমি বোয়াল ফিশটা ইউজ করেছি।
বোয়াল ফিশটাকে কিভাবে নিয়েছো?
ছোট কিউব কেটে করে নিয়েছিলাম।
কিউব কিউব করে
একটু করে ফ্রাই করেছি প্রথমে কর্নফ্লাওয়ার দিয়ে, দেন আমি আবার স্টুর সাথে আমি প্রথমে বোয়ালের যে স্কিনটা ছিল ওটা দিয়ে একটা স্টক করেছিলাম, ওইটা দিয়ে আমি স্টুটা রান্না করেছি।
ফিশ স্টু আকারে যদি বলো তাহলে ভালো, তবে বোয়ালের ফ্লেভারটা কিন্তু আছে, খারাপ না, খেতে ভালো। আমি বলবো ভালো ছিল, গুড ট্রাই।
থ্যাংক ইউ। প্রথমত আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছিল উনি কি ভোরে চিংড়ি মাছ উঠিয়ে নিয়ে আসছে, চিংড়ি মাছ একটা কোনো অপশন ছিল না। তারপর কারণ ফিশগুলো এত সুন্দর করে মনে হচ্ছিল যেখানে শ্রিম্প গোল 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 করে দেয়া। তারপর যখন বোয়াল ফিশ বললেন আর এটা ফিউশন, তখন একটু কনফিউজ ছিলাম যে এবার মনে হয় হালকা হলেও স্মেল পাবো। তো মুখে দিয়ে বোয়াল ফিশ মনেই হয়নি আমার কাছে, যা মনে হচ্ছে ডিফারেন্ট কোনো ফিশ। খুবই ভালো, খুবই মজার। সেই সাথে আপনার ব্রেডের সাথে যে আপনার গার্লিক একটা অয়েল মনে হয় করেছেন, গার্লিক অয়েল ইয়া বাটার অয়েল, কাইন্ড অফ গার্লিক ব্রেডের মতনই লাগছিল ওটার সাথে যখন মিক্স করে খাচ্ছি। সো ইটস রিয়েলি নাইস। শুরু কর।
সিম্পল প্লেটিং, অনেক নাইস কালার্স আপনি নিয়ে এসেছেন এই ডিশটাতে। বোয়াল মাছ আমার অনেক প্রিয়, বাট আমি কখনোই আগে এইভাবে করে খাইনি। ইটস আ ডিফারেন্ট প্রেজেন্টেশন, ডিফারেন্ট টেক্সচার অফ বোয়াল মাছ আপনি নিয়ে এসেছেন। আই থিঙ্ক বোয়াল মাছ আপনি যেভাবে করে কুক করেছেন দ্যাট ইজ পারফেক্ট। সো আমি ডেফিনেটলি বোয়াল মাছ এই স্টাইলে রান্না করার ট্রাই করবো ইন দ্য ফিউচার। কস্টিংটা ঠিক হয়নি, এটা আপনার খরচ। প্রফেশনাল কিচেনে কাজ করা হয়েছে?
না, অ্যাকচুয়ালি এখনো করা হয়নি।
প্রফেশনাল কিচেনে আপনি যখন কস্টিং করবেন, এভরি ডিশ হ্যাজ টু বি ×3। এভাবেই শেখানো হয়েছিল রাইট? আপনি নিজের ইচ্ছা একটা প্রাইস দিয়ে দিবেন, আপনার বাকি খরচ কোথা থেকে আসবে। ইটস নট অনলি অ্যাবাউট এই খাবারটা বানাতে আমার কত টাকা লেগেছে, এটা আমি খাবারের উপর একটু প্রফিট ধরে সেল করে দিলাম। অন্যান্য যা কস্ট আছে আপনার, সেগুলো তো এই ফুডের ভিতরেই আসতে হবে রেস্টুরেন্ট পার্সপেক্টিভে, রাইট? সো কস্টিংটা হয়নি, ভুল।
থ্যাংক ইউ উর্মি।
বড়াটা দেখে আসলে এত লোভনীয় লাগছিল যে এটা আগেই এটা ফ্রাই করি, বাট এটা যখন আমি খেলাম সেম প্রবলেম, সেম চিউই লাগছে, ব্লেন্ড হয়নি, সব ভেতরের ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টসগুলো একটু কাঁচা কাঁচা রয়ে গেছে।
আপনাদের টিমটা আই ফেল্ট ওয়াজ দ্য স্ট্রংগেস্ট টুডে অ্যান্ড এক্সপেকটেশন অনেক বেশি ছিল।
জয়পুরহাটের কুমু এবং ঢাকার শিয়াজুতি চলে আসুন আপনাদের রেসিপি নিয়ে।
ওয়ালাইকুম জাজেস। ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। হ্যালো। আমরা আজকে বানিয়েছি শেফ সাদা ভাত আর কলার থোড়ের হচ্ছে একটা মুইঠা, যেটাকে আমরা বলি চাপও বলি, সোজা কথা বড়া। আর থোড়েরই একটা চাটনি বানিয়েছি বড়ার সাথে খাওয়ার জন্য, মানে টক থোড় আছে এটাতে শুধু ব্লেন্ড করা। আর হচ্ছে কলার মোচা দিয়ে একটা ভাজি বানিয়েছি, এখানে আমরা শুধু আলু দিয়েছি, কারণ এখানে কোনো প্রোটিন বা অন্য কোনো মাছ মাংস অ্যাড করিনি, যাতে ওইটারই ফ্লেভারটা থাকে।
লুক ওয়াইজ মানে দেখতে খুব ভালো লাগছে, প্রেজেন্টেশন খুবই সুন্দর। বড়াটা দেখে আসলে এত লোভনীয় লাগছিল যে এটা কাইন্ড অফ পেঁয়াজুর মতন মনে হচ্ছিল। বড়া আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছিল আগেই এটা ফ্রাই করি, বাট এটা যখন আমি খেলাম সেম প্রবলেম, সেম চিউই লাগছে, ব্লেন্ড হয়নি, সব ভেতরের ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টসগুলো একটু কাঁচা কাঁচা রয়ে গেছে, স্পাইসেস যা আছে এটার ফ্লেভারগুলো বোঝা যাচ্ছে। আর এটাও থোড় দিয়ে করেছেন না মোচা দিয়ে করেছেন?
এটা
মোচা দিয়ে করছেন। এটা তো সেম যে ছোটো ছোটো করে কিউব করেছেন, বাট এই যে দু একটা কিউব একটু বড়, এটাও যখন বাইট দিচ্ছি সেম চিউই লাগছে। একমাত্র মনে হয় আমার কাছে আপনাদের চাটনিটা সবচাইতে বেস্ট। মানে এই চাটনিটা আমাকে যদি বলেন খেতে সব কিছু দিয়ে, আমি আপনাদের কাছ থেকে এই রেসিপিটা নিয়ে যাব। চাটনিটা অনেক ভালো, বাট শুধু চাটনি দিয়ে তো পার পাওয়া যাবে না।
আই টোটালি এগ্রি উইথ ম্যাম। এটা দেখে আপনি যখন প্রথমে প্লেটটা রেখেছিলেন আমার অনেক খেতে ইচ্ছা করছিল, অনেক লোভনীয় লাগছিল, বাট অ্যাজ সুন অ্যাজ আই টেক আ বাইট I was expecting it to be crunchy, to crispy হবে, but it's very flat. Chutney, I think it's wow. So chutney ta diye khele overall এটা ভালো লাগে, but by itself খেলে it doesn't taste significant কোনো, it's not tasting wow, it's not tasting any good. Same goes for this. আপনি যেটা বলছেন ওটার সাথে কথার সাথে ফুডটা মিলে না। আপনাদের টিমটা আই ফেল্ট ওয়াজ দ্য স্ট্রংগেস্ট টুডে অ্যান্ড এক্সপেকটেশন অনেক বেশি ছিল। আই থট সামথিং গ্রেট ইজ গোয়িং টু কাম আউট অফ ইট, বাট ইট ওয়াজন্ট ইয়োর ডে টুডে।
এটা মুইঠা যেটা বললে বানিয়েছো, ভেরি ড্রাই, ওর মধ্যে অন্য একটা কিছু ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস ইউজ করলে ওটা একটু খেতে ফ্রাঞ্চিনেসও থাকতো, বাট আর একটু সফট হতো, মুখে বাইতে ভালো লাগতো। চাটনিটা ভালো ছিল। আর যেটা আরেকটা করেছো আলুর পিসটা আর এই যে কলার মোচার পিস, হ্যাঁ একটা কিউব হয়ে গেছে আর আরেকটা কুচি কুচি হয়েছে। ঠিক এইটা যেরকম পিস করা হয়েছিল, আলুটাও যদি সেম পিস করা হতো তখন খেতে ভাল লাগে।
দুটো জিনিস, কস্টিংটা কখন করা হয়েছে?
কস্টিং আমরা হচ্ছে প্লেটিংয়ের আগে করেছি।
প্লেটিংয়ের আগে কস্টিং করা হয়েছে?
জি।
সময় শেষ হওয়ার আগে?
ও পিছনে কস্টিং করছিল, আমি বড় ভাবছিলাম।
দ্যাটস নাম্বার 1। নাম্বার 2 ইজ স্টেশন দেওয়া আছে, কাজ আমরা সব স্টেশনেই করব। আমি এখান থেকে দেখছিলাম যে ইউ গাইজ আর ইউজিং পিছনের ওই টেবলটা, এটা তো একটা আনফেয়ার অ্যাডভান্টেজ হয়ে যায়, রাইট? সবার কাছে একটা স্টেশন আছে, সো উই উইল ইউজ অনলি দ্য স্টেশন। অন্য কোনো প্রপস, পিছনের টেবিল এগুলো আমরা ইউজ করতে পারবো না। ইয়েস স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ।
মূলা দিয়েছে এরকম রান্না করা যায় আমার কোনো আইডিয়া ছিল না, মানে অসাধারণ হয়েছে। থ্যাংক ইউ। বিশেষ করে এই মুজটা তো মানে অন্যরকম, আনবিলিভেবল, মানে ওয়াও একটা ফিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ। এবারে ঢাকার নাশিতা বাসার আপনার ফুড নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আমি বানিয়েছি হচ্ছে র্যাডিশ মিটলো আর বানিয়েছি হচ্ছে র্যাডিশ মুগস।
স্টাফিং এ মূলার সাথে আর কি দিয়েছেন? মূলা ক্রিম চিজ অ্যান্ড
মূলা, ফিলাডেলফিয়া চিজ আর একটু ব্ল্যাক পেপার।
অ্যান্ড দেন চিকেনটাতে
চিকেনটাতে হচ্ছে আমি অ্যাড করেছি জিঞ্জার, গার্লিক, একটু অনিয়ন, মিক্সড হার্বস লাইক কোরিয়েন্ডার, পার্সলে আর মিন্ট।
এটা কিছু
এটা হচ্ছে মুজ, মূলার মুজ।
মূলাটা কিভাবে?
মূলাকে ফার্স্টে আমি ঘিয়ে ক্যারামেলাইজ করে নিয়েছি, দেন ওটাকে আমি হচ্ছে ক্রিম চিজের সাথে অ্যাড করব।
সো এটাতে আর কি দিয়েছেন? আমি আপনার স্টেশনে গোচুজাং দেখছিলাম, সো হাউ ডিড ইউ পুট গোচুজাং ইনটু দিস?
গোচুজাং বেসিক্যালি এনেছিলাম, আমি ভেবেছিলাম যে মূলার বানাবো, আপনার কিমচি বানাবো, বাট আমি আসলে টাইমে কভার করতে পারিনি, দ্যাটস ওয়াই এটা স্কিপ করেছি।
খুব ভালো হয়েছে,
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমার কাছে লোফটাও ভালো লেগেছে, মূলা দিয়ে যে লোফটা তৈরি করা হয়েছে, আর মুসটা একদম সুপার।
সিরিয়াসলি এটা মূলার কোনো কিছু, এটা আমি বিলিভ করতে পারছি না।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আনবিলিভেবল, মানে ওয়াও একটা ফিল।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
সত্যি খুব ভালো, সত্যি খুব ভালো। থ্যাংক ইউ।
নাশিদা, মূলা দিয়েছে এরকম রান্না করা যায় আমার কোনো আইডিয়া ছিল না, মানে অসাধারণ হয়েছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
বিশেষ করে এই মুজটা তো মানে অন্যরকম, মিষ্টি একদম পারফেক্ট। আমি মিষ্টি মানে খুব কম খাই, খেতে পারি না, বাট এটা একদম
আমি আপনার কথা চিন্তা করি একটু
পাই না
কম দিয়ে।
মানে এটা আমার কাছে মিষ্টি মনেই হয়নি, মানে এতটা পারফেক্ট হয়েছে। অ্যান্ড দেন এটাও তো বেস্ট। এবং এই প্রোগ্রামের নাম যে পারলে খাওয়াও, আমি যে চ্যালেঞ্জ দিয়েছি আমি জানি না, মানে একের পর এক আমি হেরে যাচ্ছি।
আই থিঙ্ক আজকে বাকি 3 জাজেসের ফেভারিট ছিল মূলা মুজটা। বাই দ্য ওয়ে, আই লাভ দ্য নেম মূলা মুজ, বাট আই থিঙ্ক this would be my favorite. I absolutely love it, and I can't stop eating it. আমি নিজের জন্য যে পিসটা নিয়েছিলাম ওটা শেষ হয়ে গেছে, now I'm just nibbling on this. Very well done. I can taste the mula, the texture of mula. আপনি কমপ্লিটলি অফ চলে যাননি। আমি ক্রিম চিজ দেখে মনে করেছিলাম যে মুলার কে মনে হয় ওভার পাওয়ার করে নেবে, but I can taste the mula. চিকেনের সাথে it blends really well. I think it was a very smart concept. With the sauce, it's just magical.
Okay.
Great job. Very well done. Costing ঠিক আছে. Thank you very much.
mình đã vẽ xong bức tranh con thỏ. Xin chào các bạn. Xin chào các bạn, hôm nay mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn tô màu bức tranh con khỉ. Ok, bắt đầu. Đầu tiên mình sẽ tô lông của con khỉ màu nâu. Bỏ chạy quảng cáo rồi bạn.
Đấy mà chúng tôi bên Nga mua hơn 1000 con bia về bỏ công.
Một con bia bao tiền?
Mấy nghìn. 5.000, 3.000, 5.000 một con.
Cho là 5.000, 10 con 50, 100 con 500, 1000 con 5 triệu. Ngắt đấy chứ.
Ủa cái thứ điểm này anh mắt xoăn anh quét kinh quá. Mình làm gì mất nghe nó chết.
Thế là mà cái chạy sạch ấy thì nó có ra đơn ngon hơn cái chạy này.
Cũng thế, hai cái như nhau. Cái ra đơn chẳng qua là bọn sale nó chốt khách khéo thôi thì nó ra là nhiều đơn. Kiểu cái bài viết này, cái bài viết kiểu màu mè hoa lá hẹ các thứ hay thì người ta bấm vào nhiều. Kiểu cái chạy này nó chỉ tăng được hiển thị lên thôi. Xong một phần kia bọn sale siết mà khéo mồm thì nó chốt được khách. Giá thì thêm giống cái bộ quần áo được tôi với Nam chị thực quần áo cho bộ đấy một mặt cho đánh thêm bán 34.000 à đâu 340.000 một bộ. Chưa hiểu. Thật sự quả bộ đấy mà cho anh mình chắc gì đánh, chỉ cứ đánh thêm. Thế mà bọn sale nó khéo mồm nó vẫn chốt được nhiều, nó chốt được hơn 200 đơn.
Đây mới ảo.
Hôm ngồi qua bên phòng ông Xuân Luyện, ông bảo là bộ này cho mà đánh thêm chứ đừng bảo mua. Nhìn cái vải cảm giác nó mỏng mỏng như kiểu cái màn ấy. Má ơi thật, quần áo thể thao mỏng như tàu lò ruồi, chưa mặc lần này nhàu nát kiểu gì. Chạy lên 2 con xe mình chốt vào lại khoảng 200 đơn.
Nay bao nhiêu ông rồi bạn? Mấy anh Nhật Bản đá kinh vậy.
Sẽ tô cả phần dâu còn lại này nữa nha. Mình đã tô xong 2 phần ria của chú châu chấu này rồi, và tiếp tục thì mình sẽ dùng tô phần đầu của chú châu chấu nhé. Bạn nhớ là khi tô ở phần đầu thì các bạn nên tô tránh phần mắt ra nha. Mình sẽ không tô vào phần mắt của chú châu chấu đâu, tại vì cái phần mắt này mình vẫn sẽ phải để nguyên màu trắng trong bên trong, và tí nữa mình sẽ dùng màu khác để tô phần mắt sau nhé.